Hello, everyone. It is 12:50 in the morning, but I'm trying to keep this video series up. As you can see, I am really exhausted and I look a hot ass mess. But I've had probably one of the craziest days of my entire life, and so I'm just now getting in. So I wanted to, this is not going to be a really superior educational video. This is more like an actual blog post. So I had the craziest day. I woke up this morning and like to start the negative, I'll start off with the negative and I'll work up to the positive. So when I woke up this morning, I found like that I have a really irregular mole and I have to go to the doctor tomorrow and have it checked. And skin cancer is a big issue or a big concern for me because as you can probably tell, I'm very, very pale. And sorry, my hair is looking really crazy. And so I actually had third-degree burns from the sun when I was a kid. And so skin cancer is always a big concern. So that was a little unnerving. And then I had a business lunch I had to go to, and I was meeting with someone I'd never met before. And so we went to the local Panera, and I ordered my food. We get our food. We sit down at the table, and I realized I forgot to go get my lemonade. So as I'm walking to go get my lemonade, like this woman she starts yelling because her mother's choking. And so she starts asking like if there's a nurse, and there was like a whole group of nurses that were sitting in the restaurant. And I don't know if they didn't hear or they didn't know what was going on. But so she started yelling and asking if there was a nurse, and nobody really knew what was going on. And then she starts yelling like, so does somebody know the Heimlich maneuver? My mom's choking. My mom's choking. And when I was working as a resident director, I learned the Heimlich maneuver and I learned CPR. But like when we practiced, the dummies were broken. And so like I had to practice on myself, and I'm just going, okay, please, for the love of all that is holy, someone else stand up and do something. But nobody did anything, and there really wasn't any time to wait. And so I just jumped in and I gave this woman the Heimlich maneuver, and it was like the craziest freaking experience of my life because it's still really surreal, and like my brain just went into autopilot, and I was just going, the woman who was choking was in her 80s, and I was going, oh my God, please do not let me crack this woman's ribs or like hurt her. And I'm just trying to remember everything they told us about how to hold your hands and like holding like this. And so I tried to start out gentle and then work up to more pressure. And so she ended up coughing it up, and it was a crazy freaking day, okay? I'm trying to watch my language. People who know me know that in my personal life, I swear like an absolute sailor. And so it was a really crazy day. And so then because I'm socially awkward, I'm just like, glad you're okay. And then I just went and got my lemonade. And then I realized I should probably come back and say something to this woman. So after everything kind of calmed down, I went over and I just said to her, you know, that I asked her if she was feeling okay, and I told her, you know, I'm not a medical professional. It was just something that I was trained to do, and so you should probably get yourself checked out by a doctor and make sure everything's okay. And I think she was kind of in shock. Her family was kind of in shock. And so I went back to my table, and my table was kind of on the other side of the restaurant. And so they'd kind of heard the commotion. They didn't see anything happen. So the people I'm having my business meeting with are like, oh my God, you just missed all the action when you went to get your lemonade. This woman was choking and someone gave her the Heimlich maneuver. And so I was kind of like, yeah, that was me. And they were like, oh, well, you seem so calm. And I was like, no, that might be the way I seem, but I'm actually like, my hands were shaking and like inside my heart was racing, and it took me like half hour at least before I kind of processed like what just really happened, that like this woman could have died. And it was just such a blessing that like if I had not gotten up at that exact moment to get my lemonade, that things could have been entirely different. I mean, it's freaking crazy when you look at life like that. Like you never know what life has in store for you. And so like I just needed some time to process, and I was really surprised that people the woman that I gave the Heimlich maneuver to, she was getting ready to leave, like right after I went to head towards my car. And so her family called me over, and she was, like I said, she was an older woman. She's in her 80s. And so her voice was a little scratchy from choking and everything. And she said, I prayed that I would have a chance to talk to you before you left. And she said, I just wanted to tell you that I think God sent me an angel. And she gave me a hug. And I felt so, it was really awkward because I was like, well, I didn't really do anything. I mean, like, I did something, but like, I don't know, it was a right place at the right time kind of situation, but like all the rest of the day I was kind of really tripping out about like what really happened. But it was also weird because I had to work all day, and then I went straight to class, and then I had to go to straight from class. One of my close friends, Amy, hi Amy, is graduating this year, and we haven't had a chance to hang out as much because we're living in 2 different cities, and I'm working on my graduate program and everything. So I'd made plans for dinner with her, and so I've been out all night and all day, and I haven't really had a chance to just sit and process what happened. And so, yeah, that was my day. And so I guess the takeaway from this is like, holy shit, you never know. You never know what the day has in store for you. I mean, you could go out this morning and be thinking, God, this is the crappiest day ever. I don't know what I'm going to do. And then you could save someone's life. I mean, it's crazy. And I have to relate this all back to body and everything because that's just who I am. And I just think like, that is a perfect example of like, I used to feel so self-conscious about my body and like my hands, my arms, my strength. And, you know, I'm really tall, and so was this woman. And so I was the perfect height to like give her the Heimlich maneuver. And I used to feel so bad about being such a tall woman because I felt like I stood out. And it's like all those things about my body, like I could not have done what I did today without that. And so like I try to tell people, you know, when you look at your body, look at the function, look at the awesome things you can do with your body. And like my hands, my body, like we did something really cool today. And it's just, I laugh nervously, but it's an incredible experience. I could not have imagined myself being in this circumstance, and I feel so blessed and privileged to be able to even be where I am right now. And I will probably never see that woman again. But she told me in the parking lot, she was with her daughter and her grandchildren. She told me in the parking lot, you know, that she really thought she was going to die. And I remember when it happened, like me thinking like, oh my God, what if this woman doesn't make it and her grandkids are here with her and they have to watch that? And I think that's kind of what prompted me to jump in. And I don't know, it's just, I know I'm babbling, so I'm sorry, I'm babbling. It's like an 8-minute video, and that's ridiculous. You probably all tuned out like 5 minutes ago, like shut up, stop babbling. But yeah, so that was my day, and appreciate the things you have, and appreciate the life you have and the body you have and the incredible things that you can do with it if you just go ahead and submit and just let your life be. I mean, you never know where this crazy roller coaster will take you. And so now I am going to crash and sleep. And oh God, sleep, how I miss you. Damn you, graduate school. No, I'm just kidding. Graduate school is amazing. Forgive my language. It's really late. My filter is gone. But so, yeah, I'm going to get some sleep, and I'll make a more body image, or if you want to send a comment or question, I can cater a video to that tomorrow. But tonight I need sleep. So have a great night.